start, I want to make sure that we've got a common understanding. So intellectual property, it hasn't got one definition. It obviously relates to creations of the mind. Some people focus very much on the legal aspects. Others focus more on maybe IP as an asset class, similar to houses or cars or stock, but obviously intangible in nature. Personally, I see IP as a management system for innovation and creativity. It is important that companies, particularly innovative and creative ones, take IP seriously and have a strategy that outlines their approach and what they're trying to achieve and what game they're going to play when it comes to IP. And it is a game. In many ways, it resembles chess. There are various pieces, and you've got to determine and understanding each of those pieces, how they can move, and how you can move your pieces against others. So a strategy is a plan of campaign as to how you're going to play this game. There are also, just like in chess, there are moves. There are also different moves, or let's call them models in the world of IP, different ways of actually playing this game. And what we've seen in recent times is an explosion in the different types of models and the number of models out there. Traditionally, in the past, perhaps I've seen IP games were seen either as a sword or a shield. You used it either for defensive or offensive purposes. But in more recent times, we've seen an explosion, as I said, in different models emerging. Open source is an example of an IP model. Creative Commons, open access, donating or pledging IP, and lots more. So for companies, not only do you need to understand the individual pieces, the patents, the trademarks, the copyright, the designs, trade secrets, etc., what each of them does or doesn't do, the oddities and idiosyncrasies associated with each piece, how you move these pieces, how you use them to gain advantage to your business, but also what risks they pose. You've also got to understand the models and which models you're going to use in your business, which models can benefit you, and how you make sure you understand the value of these models, but also the risks associated, and which models perhaps you avoid. So IP is an interesting space. Clearly it's become more interesting in recent times. I think companies who have their act together, first of all, adopt a broad definition of IP, and they don't focus in on just one particular piece. They understand that they've got to understand patents and trademarks, designs, copyright, trade secrets, but also employ know-how, domain names, social media handles. And they've also got to understand that there are different moves or different models in the world of IP, and how are they going to leverage these models, which models make sense, and like I said, which ones they should avoid. I hope these few comments have been of value. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.